Hello, I'm going to present about norms. And you got the pleasure to listen to my fantastic speech about norms. I chose this subject over prejudice and bullying. You may ask why, and I'm going to tell you. It's because I think it's interesting how people can look at the same norms and have a complete different mindset to it. I want to start off this presentation by asking you a simple question. And that question is, what exactly are norms for you? Norms for me are an unwritten rule of society, of how we should behave and a rule of what's normal to do. Some example of norm is when you step on an escalator. If you want to walk, you step on the left side. If you want to stand still, you step on the right side. We learn this as childs, and it's automatic how we do it. Everyone knows how an escalator should work. Another norm is when you meet someone new, you should always shake their hand and introduce yourself. This is to show respect and that you care about the other people. And the third and last example I can give you is when you step on a train. Unless the train is crowded, do not sit next to someone. This person maybe want to be alone. He probably wants some personal space, and you should respect that. So just walk a bit further away and sit somewhere else. Norms exist because of what we humans see as right and wrongs in society. And this leads me to my second segment. Are norms good or bad in today's society? For me, norms are mainly good, but everything that's good comes with a little bit of bad. For example, sometimes people don't want to break the norms because they're scared of what people think about them and what society has created. An example I can give you is that some guys don't feel comfortable wearing makeup when they want to do it because they're gonna get judged on by other men, by society, and called gay and get extremely much abuse. The second is that guys shouldn't cry or show emotions because that's classed as feminine, which is, in my opinion, so wrong, because we guys are human as well, and we should be able to cry and show emotions without getting judged on by other people. And this third and last one is sort of fading away, and that's that guy can't wear pink. This trend has pretty much stopped a few years ago. I've seen many people or many guys wearing pink and pulling that off quite extraordinary. And all these three things are classed as feminine. And if guys want to do this, they should be able to do it without getting judged. But if you take away these things, norms are almost perfect and extremely important. Without norms, we wouldn't know how to act in some scenarios. We wouldn't know what's right or wrong. For an example, when someone calls you, you pick up the phone and say, "Hello, how are you? Hello, my name is Janne," etc. And when you're done with the talking on the phone, you say goodbye, have a nice day, or something in that style. Another example is when you eat dinner. You sit down, you eat your dinner, and you say thank you after the dinner to whoever cooked it. And whilst you're eating, you shouldn't chew with your mouth open. You shouldn't burp or fart in the middle of the dinner. That's just unkind, and you don't show respect to the person who has cooked you the meal. So, the last and final slide on my presentation is a message. You need to be brave enough to break the norms if you want to do it. Sometimes you need to be brave enough to break the norms. If you feel like breaking the norms, do it. And especially if it makes you happy. Just do it. Just because it's a norm doesn't mean it's right. If you want to break a norm, you do it. If it makes you happy, you definitely need to do it. As I said a bit further up on the presentation, I said guys can't wear makeup without getting mocked on by other men or society. If a guy do it and show other men that this is acceptable, people will start following you, and you will start an own group, and then maybe society will accept this, that people are different. They can't just follow the norm. Some people don't really accept it, if you know what I mean. They want to do their own race. They want to show people that being different doesn't mean you're an outcaster or that you're weird. That shows you got a strong personality and that you're a strong person. A few other norms that you can break as a guy is having long hair. That's feminine as well. That's not good. Guys should have short hair and should always cut your hair before it's growing. And the last example of this presentation I'm gonna give you is guys can't do ballet because that's just gay. And that's the most obscure thing I've heard in a long while. If a guy wanna do ballet, they do ballet. If a girl wanna play football, they play football. They shouldn't be beaten up by society just judging them. And just because society has a rule doesn't mean you need to follow it. You could break it and create your own race. To sum up this presentation, I just want to leave a message that norms are good, but if some norms make you uncomfortable, break them and go on your own path and go on your own race. Thank you for me. This was my presentation about norms. I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you next time.